As the playoffs approach, tensions rise, and the Maple Leafs roster decisions become even more critical. Nick Robertson, a player bursting with potential, finds himself sidelined as others step up. What does this mean for his future in Toronto? With emerging talents vying for roster spots and the looming presence of veteran players, will Robertson once again be forced to consider a trade this summer? Join me as we dive deep into this unfolding story and explore the implications for our beloved Leafs. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like for all the latest updates. As we dive into the latest updates surrounding our beloved Toronto Maple Leafs, one name that continues to spark conversation is Nick Robertson. The 23-year-old forward finds himself once again on the outside looking in as the playoffs approach. With just 7 games left in the regular season, coach Craig Berube seems to have settled on a lineup that doesn't include Robertson. It's a tough pill to swallow for a player who, despite showing flashes of brilliance, just can't seem to cement his spot. This season has been a roller coaster for Robertson. It started with him needing to be convinced to rescind his trade request from the offseason. Now, as the team rides a 3-game winning streak, it's hard to envision a path back into the lineup for him, especially with the emergence of Matthew Knies and Bobby McMann as formidable options on the left wing. The addition of Scott Laughton has only complicated matters further, pushing Robertson further down the depth chart. Let's not forget Pontus Holmberg, who provides a more defensively reliable option for Berube. It's a classic case of the coach opting for stability over potential, even though Robertson brings a significant offensive upside. Kalle Järnkrok has also stepped up his game lately after a rough patch, and that consistent work ethic is something that the coaching staff truly values. It begs the question, what does Robertson need to do to find a home in this lineup? He's played in 62 of the 77 games this season, which is a career high, boasting 12 goals and 19 points. But the troubling reality is that he's once again being pushed to the periphery as the playoffs loom. When you think about it, it's almost a déjà vu scenario for him. In a perfect world, we'd want to see him as a top 6 forward, a player who can be a game changer. But right now he's stuck in the press box, watching from the sidelines, and that has to be incredibly frustrating for him. With Max Pacioretty nearing a return, it's likely he will get the nod before Robertson when the playoffs start. Pacioretty brings invaluable playoff experience with 78 games under his belt, and he adds size to the lineup, something that often weighs heavily in playoff matchups. Sure, Robertson has shown improvement, averaging more than a hit per game this season, which is a positive sign. But he's still fighting an uphill battle, especially with the promising Easton Cowan waiting in the wings for his opportunity next season. So, what does this mean for Robertson's future with the Leafs? It's starting to feel like a familiar story, one where he might once again ask GM Brad Treliving for a fresh start in a different environment. Can you blame him? He's a talented player who deserves a consistent chance to shine, and it's tough to see that potential stifled because of the depth the team has built. I can't help but feel for him. He's a dynamic player who skates with a tenacity that can be infectious. I remember the excitement when he was drafted and the promises of what he could bring to our team. But with each passing season, it seems like the narrative only grows more complicated. As fans, we want to see our team succeed, and that means having the right players in the right roles. But we also want to see players like Robertson thrive. Do you think this was the best decision for the team? Honestly, I'm torn. On one hand, I understand the need for veteran presence and reliability, especially as the playoffs approach. On the other hand, there's a part of me that believes in giving young talent a chance to prove themselves on the biggest stage. And you? What do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. Are you in favor of keeping Robertson, or do you think it's time for him to move on? Let's get that debate going in the comments. Jake McCabe and David Kampf are officially out for the game against the Columbus Blue Jackets. And as a die-hard Toronto Maple Leafs fan, I can't help but feel the weight of this news. Head coach Craig Berube confirmed that both players missed Friday's practice due to injuries, and honestly, it leaves us with more questions than answers. McCabe, who has been a solid presence on defense this season, left Wednesday's game against the Florida Panthers with just over a minute remaining. How did he get injured? It was a freak incident where he accidentally tangled with an official after Matthew Knies scored the game winner. It's just heartbreaking to see a key player sidelined like that. Kampf's situation is equally concerning. He was ruled out during the third period of that same game with an upper body injury. You could tell something was off, He was clearly in pain during his last shift in the second period. It raises the stakes for our team, especially as we head into a crucial matchup against the Blue Jackets. In light of these injuries, we're seeing some strategic shifts. Oliver Ekman-Larsson is now paired with Chris Tanev, while Philippe Myers joins Simon Benoit on the blue line. Morgan Reilly and Brandon Carlo are staying put as a solid defensive duo. Ekman-Larsson and Tanev have been effective together, with a +5 goal differential and a 52.8% expected goals share during their time on the ice. But will that be enough to fill the gap left by McCabe? Speaking of McCabe, he's had a commendable season, notching 2 goals and 23 points in 66 games. His chemistry with Tanev has been crucial for our defensive stability. Kampf, on the other hand, has been pivotal as the center of our fourth line, notching 5 goals and 13 points in 59 games, while also playing a significant role on the penalty kill. Losing both players in one go is like a gut punch to our playoff aspirations. Now we see Pontus Holmberg stepping into the center role on the fourth line, and Nick Robertson getting back into action as a right winger. Robertson is also working with the second power play unit alongside Reilly, Ekman-Larsson, Max Domi, and Bobby McMahon. This is a big opportunity for him, and it's crucial that he capitalizes on it. But let's be honest, do you think this was the best decision? Honestly, I'm torn. While I understand the need to adjust in the face of adversity, losing 2 reliable players throws a wrench into our plans. The chemistry that's been built over the season is hard to replicate, and with the playoffs looming, every game counts. As we look to the future, these injuries could impact not just our immediate performance, but also our chances of going deep in the playoffs. The Maple Leafs have struggled in the postseason in recent years, and every setback feels magnified. Can our depth players step up in this crucial moment? It's a tall order, but it's also an opportunity for some of our younger talent to show what they can do on the big stage. So what do you think? How will these injuries shape our team's trajectory? I want to hear your opinions down below. Your insights are invaluable, and as fans, we all share this passion for our team. Are you feeling optimistic about the adjustments, or are you worried about the depth? And let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. And if you found this video insightful, please like and share it. Subscribe to the channel for more Maple Leafs news as we navigate these challenging times together. This is our team, and we're in this together.